everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming this makeup look, and this is kind of the sort of thing I would wear on a night out. Like if I was going out clubbing or like to a bar or something, this is the look I would wear. And I literally had this palette today delivered from Beauty Bay because I had it in stock yesterday, and I was like, right, I need to buy it now because I've wanted it for so long. And this is the Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, as you all know. Just looks like this, and this is just like a makeup lover's dream. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be so good. It's amazing. As you'll see in the video, it blends so easily, and the colour, which one is it? Primavera. Anyway, this light gold is amazing, and it's literally given me life, and I want to take off my makeup and redo it all again because I need to use it again because it's that amazing. Anyway, yeah, so let's get on with the video. There's a big plane outside, so I'm really sorry if you can hear noise. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so yes, I really hope you enjoy this look, everyone, and let's get into the video. Okay, so I already have done my foundation and my brows. I've not done anything else, but my eyebrows really need waxing, and I'm getting them waxed later, so I thought I'd just fill them in now, and then my foundation, I just really wanted to wax them on because I look terrible. So anyway, we're just going to focus on the eyes mainly today anyway. So I'm going to start off with some Urban Decay Power Potion as usual, and just get this all over the eyes. Like usually I would pair this with soft ochre, but because I've already got foundation on my eyelids, like all my veins and stuff are already blocked out, so I don't need to do that. So I'm just going to apply some Urban Decay Power Potion. I'm now just using a little bit of translucent powder, which is the RC Made No Colour powder, on a brush, and I'm going to set my eyelids. So I'm going to begin with transition colour, and I'm going to use some Burnt Orange, which is this one here. And I might mix it with a little bit of Raw Sienna, which is the one next to it. Well, these are really dusty. And I'm popping this through my crease. And I always like to put my transition colour in my outer corner too, because, you know, I feel like I'm never going to run out of this palette because you barely need to touch the shadows. And like the pigmentation is amazing. I have no idea what I'm going to do on my eyes yet, like I haven't decided. So a transition colour is always a good way to go. I just know that I'm going to use this palette, that's all I know. So yeah, but this is what often happens with my makeup, unless I've like planned a look for like an outfit, which is usually not what I do. Then I don't know what I'm going to be doing with my makeup. I'm going to use some Relgar, I don't know. It's this orangey colour. And I'm literally going to use the same brush and just like literally touch this into the product and pop this through the crease too. Mainly on the kind of outer part of the eye, and kind of just start to warm up the crease. Use some of Red Ochre now, which is this red colour obviously, and I'm going to use a bit of a smaller brush. This is the Luxe Defined Crease. Yeah, so I'm getting a little bit of that on there, and I'm just going to buff this in. This isn't very clean. Yeah, anyway, I've got Red Ochre on it now, so it's fine. And also pop this through the crease. This is all about building up the colour. Just when you get into the darker shades, using a bit of a smaller brush so that they don't all just kind of like blend together. Like you want them to blend together, but not like on top of each other. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like you want them to be blended together, but you still want that transition colour to show you want the gradient. So using a smaller brush will help to just kind of get it more in a precise area. Hopefully that's made sense. I'm not sure if it has. I'm going to go back to this first brush and give it a little bit of a blend. So now I'm going to mix a little bit of Red Ochre and Cypress Umber. So Red Ochre's here, which I've already used, and then this is like the dark brown colour. On like a 217 style brush. This is the 227 from Zoeva. And I'm going to focus this on the outer corner, just kind of like tapping that onto the outer corner and slightly bringing it through the crease, but not much at all. Obviously this needs blending. Back to this soft blending brush that I use with my transition colours, and just begin to blend. You don't want to be like because you're going to spread it all over. And a little trick I do is I'll blend and then I'll get my brush and I'll just pop it on the back of my hand so that I'm not getting that dark colour everywhere. I keep like buffing it on the back of my hand so that I'm getting all the extra colour off. So now with my Zoeva Luxe Smoky shader, I'm going to begin with Primavera, which is this like golden colour. It's like a light gold, which I'm happy about because I don't like colours kind of like half-baked, like a really rich gold. They just make my eyes look awful. Like, I don't know what it is. They just don't suit me. But these kind of golds are really pretty. That's why I tend to go for more like creamy pinky colours on the lids. Like, oh my god, I love that. It just stopped me from talking. It was like, shut up, Catherine. Enjoy the pigmentation. For God's sake. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is like a game changer. Oh my god. When people say you need this palette, they aren't joking. Whoa. I can't even describe how amazing this is. I haven't even explained what I'm doing. I'm literally getting this colour and I'm just tapping it and kind of rubbing it a little bit, because that usually gets the most pigment when you tap and then rub a little bit. And then I'm basically popping this on the inner part of the lid where I've not touched and getting it towards that darker colour. Then I'm going to get this brush again, which is like my 217 dupe. And I'm going to get a little bit of raw sienna, which is one of the transition colours from earlier. And I'm just going to make sure that that is like blended between the two colours. So I'm like softly pushing between them to make them like a little gradient. I'm just blending this crease again and kind of... If you're having trouble with the blending process, you can get another colour to help you blend if you want to. I might get a bit of golden ochre and try and just pop this kind of where my transition colour is. Yeah, that's helped. Blend a little bit. Yeah, it's really nice. It's made it a little bit more smooth. And then I always like to finish off my makeup with this bad boy. And this is the Morphe M504. And I'll literally get this where my eyeshadow kind of stops, like my transition colour is. And I'll just do this. And I'm not touching like the lid and any of that blending, just the top bit. And it's just going to soften everything a bit more. Okay, so like I said, I have done my foundation. I haven't done any concealer yet though, so I'm going to pop that on now. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, this bad boy, in light warm, because they didn't have the lightest one, which is what I would usually use when I went to buy it again, because I have had this concealer before. And yeah, they didn't have it in, but they had this one in, and I was like, oh, go on then. And it works so well with my fake tan. Whoa, look at that. It's so yellowy, but that's kind of what I like. Just using my Real Techniques damp sponge too. Real Techniques complexion sponge, miracle complexion sponge, whatever it's called. Right, so my sponge again, and some of the RCMA no colour powder, which looks like this, and it's a huge thing. And like, how are you supposed to get product from that? I tip it into my powder lid, basically. Whoa, Nelly. So now I'm just going to set my face with the same powder. So dipping it in my powder brush and just... I wouldn't usually bake like this for like every single day. I usually get a little bit of powder on my beauty blender and like bounce it in. But then like it doesn't have anything to rub away because I've used very like small amount. But if I'm going on a night out, I want that to be like... I'm going to now brush away that bake. And to brush away the bake, I use this Real Techniques brush, which is like the 300? Yeah. All of my rose goldness is rubbing off it. Don't know why. Anyway, so I like to just kind of like push and like brush it away. And now onto my contour. So I'm going to use my trusty Shade and Light palette. And I'm going to use the middle shade here. And obviously I love this. And I'm using my Luxe Sheer Cheek from Zoeva. Anyway, now I'm using my NARS Laguna bronzer, which is on its last legs, unfortunately. And my Luxe Face Definer from Zoeva. Gotta bronze up that skin. I always put my bronzer kind of like above where I've contoured. Almost as a blusher, because I like to. And then round my forehead. Every time I've like contoured or put bronzer on or blush, and I always just go over it with my brush, with my powder brush, which hasn't got anything on it. And that's what makes it like flawless. Like if you just contour and don't blend, or put bronzer on and don't blend, it's just going to be like sat there. But if you blend, it's be nicely diffused. So this is why my big powder brush is one of my saviours. Like if, like my friends will know if I've ever done the makeup, I'm like bashing the face with this brush, because honestly, like, it's not just good for putting powder on, it's good for blending your face products, because the amount of times you see like people walk around with super strong contour, but like it would all be sorted if they just used the powder brush to just blend it a bit. Like that's the biggest tip I'll ever give. I'm like a mad woman talking about blending. I'm like, blend! I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle now. Don't think you can beat Soft and Gentle for like me, because you can do it super lightly, but then you can also go like pow. Yeah. And even with my highlighter, I get my finger and I do this over it so that it's diffused. I'm going to go back to my Modern Renaissance palette now, and I'm going to get a few of those shades that I use kind of through the crease and blend them underneath, because I like to kind of balance my eye out. So I'll use a little bit of raw sienna and burnt orange mixed together first. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to use a little bit of red ochre. Now I'm going to do lashes. Like, I didn't know whether I would do lashes today, but I really want to do some individual lashes because they are like my guilty pleasure. I love them. So I'm going to begin with their real and just coat my lashes. This is just a mini one, but I used to hate this mascara and now I have it again. I'm like falling in love with it again, which is weird because I liked it the first time and then hated it the second time. Who knows? I can't make my mind up about this mascara, clearly. So the lashes I'm going to be using are I Envy Express, and I just got these from Amazon because like I always look for individual lashes on Amazon because they're really cheap, and then you don't have to pay $5 for a packet. Like usually I'll buy like a packet like this from like Boots or Superdrug and it's like a $5, but these little pots honestly came to under a $5 and they've got like quite a lot in. Yeah, they look like this and they're just filled with individual lashes and they're like clumped together at the minute, but obviously like you like pick one up and like they come apart. Yeah, so I've got two sizes so I can kind of like mix and match and make them wispy. Honestly, I have quite sensitive eyes. I have to wear glasses and honestly I really do have sensitive eyes. So if I'm wearing strip lashes that are heavy, my eyes just water. Like I have days where my eyes out here will just water loads. So if I'm going to wear lashes, they have to be light individuals, or I will sometimes put strip lashes on, but then I just get irritated with them. I'm just going to use my little Tweezerman tweezers and my dual lash glue and pop some of these on. I've already popped some mascara on. So for my lips, I am going to mix a little bit of Malibu lip liner from Kylie Cosmetics and the bit of bubbly lipstick from the Mariah Carey collection. I just think these will look nicely together because Bit of Bubbly is so light. Look at the packaging. You've probably all seen these, but wow, let's just take an appreciation moment. Yeah, and Malibu, I literally got these. I did get the liquid lipstick with it, but I'm just going to use a lipstick today because, you know, why not? So here we go. I do love this lip liner. So nice. You can't beat the Kylie lip liners. I'm it all over the lips. Yeah, I love this colour, but with the eyes, I think I want a little bit, something a bit lighter. So I'm going to go over the top and kind of blend them together. So before I am finished, I'm going to pop a little bit of mascara on my lashes. Okay guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Let me know if you've got any comments or requests or anything like that down below, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. Yes, I definitely will do some more videos soon because I actually do love filming and I always forget how much I really enjoy it. So yes, don't forget to do all of the things I just mentioned. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye!